With me today is Ed Kuiper, Doctor of Metaphysics, author, speaker, seminar leader, and self-healing teacher. Ed has a very interesting background in that he spent over 40 years in the business world, culminating in the successful transition into the world of metaphysics. His work with clients could be called miracles, as he has taught them how to heal both short-term and long-term standing physical and emotional issues. Ed, your transition really is amazing. Having been in business world for so many years, what motivated you to make such a huge change in your life?
That's a very interesting question. I look at it sometimes and I wonder, but it was a very interesting transition. When I was in the business world, I owned a company that was a huge brokerage house. We had about 3,000 insurance agents selling for us. A lot of activity in sales, but I also got very involved in the developing health insurance products, worked with Lloyd's of London, etc. And I always felt like I wanted to help people somehow. If I could help them save money or help them with their health, I wanted to do that. And I also always felt like I had some sort of a healing ability. Carl, I didn't even know what it meant, but I sort of felt that I had a healing ability. Well, long story short, we ended up moving to Naples, Florida. There's a big story behind that. The week we got there, I got a letter from a doctor named Dr. McCullough. He's all over the internet. And he talked about tapping, or something called emotional freedom technique. And when I read up on it, I was really intrigued with it. And I thought, I would like to learn that. That's very, very, very interesting. So I did. I learned how the procedure worked. The night I learned it, I'm laying in bed with my wife, and she's experiencing some extreme pain in her shoulders. Had fibromyalgia. And I said, hey, I just learned a way of tapping on your head, your hands, and your body that's supposed to get rid of your pain. You want to try it? And I said, nobody's going to know if it doesn't work. We're laying in the dark, right? So she sat up, first time ever did a round of tapping with Pam. And I said, okay, Pam, what do you feel? Her reaction was really amazing. She started to laugh. She says, gone. Just like that, the pain was gone. So I'm going, oh my golly, that is just very, very amazing. The next night we attended a class which was acquainting us with Naples, where we now lived. And everybody's sharing how their week went. And I shared what happened with Pam the prior night. And there's probably 20 people in the class, and the teacher says to me, show us. So I went, oh. I mean, it took me back. It scared the living pizzazz out of me, because I really did not know what to do. So finally I said, okay, who has an issue? Well, not one hand out of the 20 goes up, because nobody has issues, right?
Right.
And finally a lady said to her daughter, whose name was Brianna, I will never forget it, Brianna, you've got an issue with your shoulder. You can't lift your arm. Why don't you let him work with you? So this child comes and stands in front of me. I did a round of tapping with her, and I said, okay, Brianna, what do you feel? And she goes like this, it's gone. Well, the audience thought they were being set up. Then she said to her mother, she started to swing her arm around and round and around. She said, Mommy, it's really gone.
How old was she?
Probably 12.
Yeah.
And so I was amazed. So then the teacher said to me, you're going to teach the whole class how this works next week. Am I being pulled into healing? Yes, I am. Next week rolls around, teacher walks in. Her eyes swelling up. I forget which one, but one of them was watering, swelling, and red. And I said, what happened to you? She said, I don't know. She said, it just happened. I don't know if something flew into, allergic reaction or whatever. I said, well, why don't we use you as an example when we first started doing this class? True story. In 30 seconds, the eye went down after I tapped with her. The redness was gone and the watering was gone. Just a normal eye. So I'm in awe. I mean, I can't even believe it's working, even though I'm doing it with her.
Right. So the first example, people couldn't really see.
That's correct.
But in this example,
they could see.
There was visual proof that there was an issue.
Yep. Yes. A guy comes in a wheelchair car. He's an amputee from diabetes. Severe phantom pain. I don't know if you know what phantom pain is.
Phantom limb.
But for a couple years he'd had phantom pain. Hadn't been able to sleep. So I worked with him, in 1 minute that pain was gone. It was gone forever. And that was an awe to me. And there were 3 or 4 more examples in that class. Everybody healed. Everybody had their issues go away as I taught them how to tap. So I said, man, maybe there's some sort of a calling here. Well, the word got out. And suddenly I'm getting calls, unsolicited calls from all over the place saying, will you help me with my issue? And I started building a clientele that way. What was interesting, I then decided to actually advertise that I could do this at a seminar every week. So I advertised I was going to do a seminar on tapping at a hotel in Naples. And I generally would get, once a month, probably 15 to 20 people would show. And taught everybody how to use tapping on themselves and heal themselves of issues. I was able to actually, a lot of people wanted to actually go further, and I was able to set up weekend seminars for 2 days, teach them further in depth. And the thing just took off from there. It just was amazing how it worked.
And how long have you been doing this now?
12 to 13 years.
It's incredible.
Yeah, and it's, I ended up with 300 or 400 clients.
Excellent.
Now, go ahead.
You've certainly proven that there's a tremendous interest in learning about tapping and tuning forks in order to create self-healing. What do you want our listeners to know if they wish to learn more about these modalities or other modalities that you might be involved in?
I want them to know that they can receive the same benefits of other people that I work with. I'm open to working with them. I'm happy to work with them. I'm happy to teach them. So if they have issues that they have had for a while, or even a short term, that they feel they need to learn how to heal themselves, I'm available. They can go to my website, which is sort of simple. It's edkuiper.com. Take a look, and the information is on there. They can actually schedule a session on there to work with me. They also, if they wish, if they wanted to learn with friends, a lot of times people are a little gun shy to get into something like this. It's woo-woo. Mm-hmm. 10 years ago it would have been woo-woo to me. But it's no longer woo-woo. And if it's woo-woo, they can set up a seminar with me where I can come to them. We can talk how we could do that, or a workshop, and I'll teach a number of them all at the same time. So they don't have to feel like it's woo-woo, and they can learn. And that's on the website.
So it's easy to get involved. You can work one-on-one, you can work in small groups.
Yep.
They can come to you, you'll go to them.
Correct.
Excellent.
And it's a fun thing. They'll have a very enjoyable time when they do it, is all I'll tell you.
So how long does the session usually last?
Session goes anywhere from 45 minutes to over an hour. It depends.
Okay. I
actually teach the technique of tapping, how it works, exactly what to do. I actually will go through a tapping session with them. And how that works is I say the words and show them where to tap. They just follow my lead. And suddenly the issue is gone.
Excellent. Well, Ed, this has been really informative. I appreciate the work that you're doing. And thank you for coming by.
Oh, you're very welcome.